before I ask the question. All right. Kids, children, young adults. I ask the question, who gives this woman to be married?
We do.
Good. Then get out of the way. You guys may be seated. Let's pray together. Heavenly Father, you are such a good and gracious God. We are so grateful that you yourself taught us about love. You made it so abundantly evident in our lives how much you love us and how much you care for us. So you teach us how to love each other. Thank you for that gift today. Thank you for David and Jeanne. I thank you for these kids. I thank you for their lives. I thank you for your will as you have brought these two families together. God, we just pray blessings upon blessings upon blessings on them today. In Jesus' name. Amen. You know, we're gathered here to just witness the joining together of David and Jeanne. It's very special for them, especially very intimate. Just few friends are here with them. But I kind of wanted you to know a little bit about their story, how they met. Some of you probably know it. If you talk to David at all, you know the story, but I'm going to tell you. And so I asked them both to kind of tell me, in their words, their story. Well, I usually read the guys first and then the girls, but I'm going to read Jeannie's first because she gives you the Reader's Digest condensed version, which is really short, sweet. And then David, about 3 pages later. Anyway, Jeannie said that she met David through an online app that a friend downloaded on her phone. It started out as a huge joke, but David's kind eyes and great smile in his profile picture caught my attention immediately. We emailed and texted for 6 months. I wondered if we would be pen pals forever. And one Saturday he was in Arlington and invited me to meet him. We met at a Cracker Barrel, one of my favorites. Hey, I'm a Southern girl, she said. And enjoyed a great bowl of chicken and dumplings. We have been together ever since. There were many times during our correspondence that I thought he was out of my league. He liked to use big words. Now I know that he is really just a vocabulary nerd. He uses that word, so we can use it too. And she said, I thought he would think that I was just a country bumpkin with my southern accent, you know. She said, I could not have been more wrong. David is the most thoughtful and considerate man I've ever met. He loves me for who I am, and I love and adore him. I know that through all of our heartache we've experienced over the past few years, that God has prepared us for each other. David is my blessing from God. And so here's David's story, okay? And he says, this is the real story. No. He said that, before meeting Jeanne, I had been on countless dating sites, from Christian Mingle to eHarmony, and really they were all fruitless. Never went on a single date. Probably didn't help though that I was, hurt, bitter, all those things. His heart was kind of frozen. And he didn't know that he ever wanted to experience pain from trying to love someone again. But after all this getting nowhere on all those dating sites, he heard about Tinder on the radio, and so he downloaded it on his phone. On this site, you make snap judgments based purely on looks. You swipe left for no and right for yes. In short, it's hours of mindless swiping. And the exact opposite of really how you should find love. That is really wrongly focused on the container and not the contents. Well, he said, Jeanne and I first met on Tinder on May the 1st, 2014. He is an engineer, and it's just very detailed. And he said, pick attached. Okay, this is the actual picture of their first. And I'll read that in just a minute. But I got to get to it first, okay? Anyway, he said that her friends sneaked and put the app on her phone, And then they did what most people do, they sat around and giggled while she swiped left and right through all the profiles. Jeannie says that when my profile popped up, that she told the girls that if she was ever going to be interested in dating again, that it would be somebody like me. Then tragically, she swiped left and said no. But our God is bigger, and the app matched us up anyway and gave us, it's a match profile screen. See, God even works miracles on a dating app. So I texted, and that's the rest of the story. Well, this is the first match, and y'all can look at David's going to do, y'all can back it. But here's David's pickup line. So, not a lot on the profile other than a beautiful smile. How are you? How is Tinder working out for you? I'm a bit of a newbie. And Jeannie said, well, I'll be honest with you, my friend's daughter loaded this app in the phone. This online thing is new to me. I am just a simple single working mom of 2 busy teenage girls. They are my life. I don't run marathons or travel to exotic places like most other people on here, but I love my life. Smiley face. David responds, good. I'm a simple single daddy of a 14-year-old girl and a 10-year-old boy. Greatest kids on the planet. Very blessed. And no worries, no marathons here either. Although we did go scuba diving at St. Croix this summer. A man's type of smiley face. So anyway, they had so much in common. They've both been married 15 to 18 years. They both were divorced in 2010. They both had 2 beautiful kids. Their lives were pretty much parallel. He said, really, truly, kind of God's amazing grace. We were both pretty scared, so calling or meeting wasn't on the radar. Instead, we just texted and texted for 6 months. They texted. In October, Jeannie had a cancer scare, so when the test came back negative and she was fine, I felt like that was the decision point. If I really cared about this lady at all, I needed to put my fears aside, call her, and celebrate this answer to our mutual prayers together. That first phone call was in October 2014. Okay, just 6 months, like I said. But I was still too gun shy to actually meet, so we just kept texting. It wasn't until November the 15th that I sold my car to a man in Grand Prairie, which was near Jeannie. So I texted her and asked if she wanted to grab a lunch at Cracker Barrel, her favorite restaurant. To my surprise, she agreed. There was only one problem. The Cracker Barrel was 7 miles away from where I just sold my car. So I walked there in time to meet her. Okay. Well, I will never forget the beautiful smile on her face. I could literally see the love of Jesus in her eyes. We each had chicken and dumplings and nervously got through our first date. Then she gave me a ride home to the apartment in Grapevine in her avocado green Kia Soul, which was a rental while her car was repaired. Well, from there we dated, slowly at first, and then I'd stop by her place on the way home from work. And then we started dating exclusively, and in pretty short order, it was pretty crystal clear to both of us that this was no chance meet. Jeannie is my best friend, my confidant, my soulmate, my love. Can't wait to spend the rest of my life cherishing her and nurturing this love God has gifted to us, pouring His love into our 4 kiddos, and together as a family, serving as a lighthouse for Christ. So, David and Jeannie, as you stand here together, I want you to know that God is a really amazing God. And as you stand here in front of your friends and your family, I want you to remember that love and loyalty really are the foundations of a happy and enduring home. And if the promises you're making to each other today are kept permanent and steadfastly seek to do the will of Heavenly Father, the home that you're established in will abide forever. The Bible's full of lessons about love. And what better chapter than 1 Corinthians 13? It tells us what love is and what love isn't. It says love is patient and love is kind. And then it says it does not envy, it does not boast, it is not rude, it is not proud, it is not easily angered, it keeps no record of wrongs. The Bible says love does not delight in evil, but it rejoices in the truth. It always protects, it always trusts, it always hopes, it always perseveres. The Bible says love never fails. I think one for you guys, especially getting to know you, especially over these last couple of weeks, what other great verse to really lay hold of in 1 John 4, where we read, "Beloved, let us love one another, for love comes from God. Everyone who loves has been born of God and knows God. Whoever does not love does not know God, because God is love. This is how God showed his love among us. He sent his one and only Son into the world, that we might live through him. This is love. Not that we loved God, but that he loved us. And he sent his Son as an atoning sacrifice for our sin." So, dear friends, since God so loved us, we also ought to love one another. No one has ever seen God, but if we love each other, God lives in us, and his love is made complete in us. I believe this tells us what? That if we know the Lord, we can truly have the kind of marriage, the kind of life, the kind of future that God really wants. You know, David, I had to go across the street and print off something that I didn't put in here because I really felt as we were talking about, but I just really wanted to share this verse with you. Because I think in Proverbs 31, the Bible tells us how precious a good wife is. The Bible says, "A wife of noble character who can find? She is worth far more than riches. Her husband has full confidence in her and lacks nothing in value. She brings him good in her heart all the days of her life. She speaks with wisdom, and faithful instruction is on her tongue. Her children arise and call her blessed. Her husband also praises her. Many women do noble things, but you surpass them all. Charm is deceptive, beauty is fleeting, but a woman who fears the Lord is to be praised." You know, I think that is just God's way of telling us when things are right. You know, in Galatians chapter 5, the Bible tells us what the fruit of the Spirit is. It says the fruit of the Spirit is love, joy, peace, patience, kindness, goodness, faithfulness, gentleness, and self-control, which are all desperately needed in marriages today. So those are gifts. They're not something that we try to obtain. They're gifts that we have the Spirit inside us. So you have what it takes to really be able to have the kind of loving family that you want, to be able to show these children how a man and woman should love each other. So you have a lot of example to be. Great Christian marriage is dedicated to oneness. It's lovingly expressed in giving to each other. It's the unrestricted giving of your mind, your emotion, your body, your will, and your soul to your mate as if given to Christ. It's more than just making Christ the head of your home. It's the daily, hourly, moment-by-moment willingness to see Christ in our mate and to serve, love, and honor Christ in all that we say and do. 1 John 1:16 says, "And so we know and rely on the love that God has for us. God is love. Whoever lives in love lives in God. And God in him." So turn and face each other, join hands. I ask you, David, we take Jeanne to be your wife, and you vow that you will do everything in your power to make your love for her a growing part of your life. Will you continue to nurture it day to day, week to week, year to year with all of your resources? Will you love her, respect her, and be faithful to her emotionally, physically, and spiritually for as long as you must serve? Jeanne, will you take David to be your husband, and you vow that you'll do everything in your power to make your love for him a growing part of your life? Will you continue to nurture it day to day, week to week, year to year, with all of your resources? Will you love him, respect him, and be faithful to him emotionally, physically, and spiritually for as long as you must serve? David, repeat these words to Jeanne. Take you, Jeanne, to be my wife, to be my wife. Promise before God. These witnesses. That I will be to you true and devoted husband. True to you in sickness and health. In joy and in sorrow. In prosperity and in adversity. And forsaking all others. I will keep myself to you. For God shall separate us by death. You repeat those same words today. I take you, David. Be my husband. Promise before God and these witnesses that I will be to you true and devoted wife. True to you in sickness and health. In joy and in sorrow. Anyway, sorry. Oh, that's very good. Hey, we're all friends. There's several things that are significant about it. Though that they all are small inside, they have very large significance in the fact that, one, just their design tells us so much. They're made in a circle, which is exactly what God has for our life. Never coming to you. Also, made of very precious metal, which tells us that, love is not common or cheap. Sometimes it can cost us very dear. So, while you wear these rings, whether you're together or apart for a moment, may they be divided by the promises that you make. So, David, take Jeanne's ring. There's a red finger, red tail. I give you this ring as a symbol of my vow. Seal my promise. All that I am, all that I have. Be faithful to you. Love you. And love you. And Father. And Son. And Spirit. With this ring, I give. Sorry. No emotion. No emotion. Okay. As a symbol of my vow. See all that I am. All that I have. Be faithful. Love. And Father. And Son. David and Jeanne have wanted to kind of show their love for each other and their family, their kids, by symbolizing that by doing the same. So we're going to all go over here.
Might not be good, but
There's 7 colors of sand. The white sand is really kind of representing God the Father, God the Son, God the Holy Spirit. Basically, the spiritual connection that He wants you guys to have. The first layer, Holy Father, represents God the Father. Really, His foundation. Created man, so it's not really a man. So He created man. I think He knows His first thing I said was, whoa, so it's amazing how He does to us. So David, I want you now to for your around top that basically what that represents is the fact that you as an individual, as the head of this house, taking on the spiritual responsibility to the head of the house, take on the spiritual leadership. Lead your family. What God wants you to do. Jeanne, if you're 4 years old, that represents the fact that you both come here really as individuals. You still are very different, but you're coming together as one with your minutes. The fact that God wants you to have your individuality. He wants you to be able to serve and love others as well as you. And so, what we're going to do now is we're going to let each one of the kids, again, you're the oldest, you're going to get 4 years right on top of your mother. And as you can see, when you put this on your mantle, you'll see those stripes basically all individual. We're all still, I want you to just still be yourself. And bring it together really in a way. This next layer kind of represents the Lord Jesus Christ, as He kind of wants to just make your life easy. Now you're going to each take all of you are going to pour it all at the same time, which is tricky, so I'm going to step back. So you know. It's going to be all mixed in together. I almost got it all in there. Well, that, as you can see now, it's just all mixed together, which is exactly what God kind of wants you to realize. It's just like it was almost impossible to separate those sands out of different parts of it because it just got small. That's exactly what God wants you. He wants you to never be apart. And this last little layer of white representing the Holy Spirit. The seal is God. So, I want you to just kind of hold hands. And that's just God, I ask her again, a very special blessing on this family, for these children. And a mom and dad. We love you, children. I think you know. None of our placement. This is a gift from God. So God, I just pray you will bless them. Help them to know that you will do. Help them to know this is God's will. Help them to know that you love them. David and Jeanne, ask for those things possible. Help them to show Jesus. God, these children will be examples. We're in it. We'll pray these things. Okay, so, almost done. So truly, for as much as you, David and Jeanne, have consented to join together in the holy estate of matrimony, you witnessed before these friends and family the same night, reciting vows to each other by the giving and receiving of rings. You know, it is my pleasure, my privilege, truly, to now pronounce you husband and wife. What God has joined together. David, you may kiss your bride.
That was like,
Bless you and keep you. The Lord make His face to shine upon you and be gracious to you. The Lord turn His face towards you. God bless you guys. So that you'll know, Ethan, way to go, buddy. There's going to be just a short reception right back here in the back. There's not going to be really an exit or anything like that. They're just going to go back to the table, love on you guys a little bit. They don't want to stay around too long. We're going to kind of let y'all go back there, maybe, I don't know, cut the cake or whatever. We're going to pray over them. Do you want to do that like right now, or do you want to do that after this? So go back there and eat, okay? God bless you guys. Thanks for that.